Welcome back to Clash of Cultures. Today I'm going to be previewing the Arizona Wildcats taking on USC Trojans in this Week 6 matchup. Obviously, one of the lower level ranked games. A lot of people aren't talking about this game, but this is a game that has a lot of intrigue to me. Obviously, we saw Arizona hang in with Washington last week, only lose by a touchdown. They didn't get the onside kick late, all without their best player in Jaden Delora. I think with how USC looked defensively last week against Colorado, Arizona not only has a chance to make this game close, but they potentially have a chance to win this game. And USC fans, you can agree to disagree, or you can, say that I'm delusional or whatever you want to call me. But I think this is definitely a trap game for USC because they haven't been able to stop a nosebleed all season, guys. We're talking about a team who I think gave up 28 points or 29 points to Stanford. They gave up 24 points to Arizona without their starting quarterback. They're averaging 53 points a game. So their defense, their offense is really just, carrying them as far as being able to win games. They gave up 40 points to Colorado. They were up 21 points in the fourth quarter, I believe. So that's just not going to cut it when you play against other top teams. I think Arizona is a better team than Colorado is, and that's just my personal opinion. A lot of people probably disagree with me with that as well. But I think Arizona is a highly slept-on team. Again, they hung in there with the best offense in college football last week without their starting quarterback. They had their backup quarterback in who played a tremendous game nonetheless. Let's look at his stats. He threw for 230 yards, 3 touchdowns, and 1 interception. Coing had 60 yards and a touchdown. They held Penix to no touchdowns passing. Obviously, they still lost the game, but I think that's an accomplishment in itself when you're looking at a guy who has had gaudy numbers throughout the first 4 or 5 weeks of college football. So yeah, I would be very concerned if I'm a USC fan heading into this game. And that is because, like I said, the defense has shown that they can't stop a nosebleed. And you have I wouldn't say a high-powered offense coming to town, but you have not content. You have what's the word that I'm looking for? Competent. There we go. You have a competent offense coming to town who can score with anybody. We saw them lose to Mississippi State in overtime. That's Arizona. We saw them lose to Washington by a touchdown. So this is definitely a trap game for USC. But at the same time, they're a 21-point favorite. I wouldn't be surprised if they cover. I just think USC is a very shaky team, a very unpredictable team. So I think if they go into this game the same way they played against Colorado, up big at half, and then let Arizona rally late, I think Arizona has a better overall team than Colorado does. Obviously, Colorado has Travis Hunter, who didn't play. They have Shadur. They have Shiloh, who didn't play. They have, the wide receiver, Jimmy Horn. But I think Arizona has more depth than Colorado does. Colorado has the talent, the starters. But I think when it comes to depth, I think Arizona has the edge against Colorado. They obviously play Colorado later in the year, which is going to be a great game to cover, a great game to talk about. But yeah, I think USC is definitely in for a rude awakening if they think they can, win the game 60-50. That's not going to win you ball games. You need at some point you're going to have to stop, the opposing offense. So we're going to learn a lot about USC in this game. I think if they have another game where they give up, 30, 40 points to this is a lower Pac-12 team, you guys. They still have to play the likes of USC, Utah, Washington, Oregon, UCLA. I think if they struggle against this Arizona team, I don't think USC is going to be looked at the same because they have the most powerful or, top 2 to 3 offense in all of college football. But again, at some point you have to slow somebody down. And if you're letting Stanford, if you're letting who else have they played? San Jose State. If you're letting Arizona State, Stanford only scored 10 points, but Arizona State put up 28. Colorado put up 40. San Jose State put up 28. So albeit they only gave up, 10 points to Stanford, Stanford still had 350 yards. And Stanford is not a good football team, you guys. At least right now they're not. They're a good program. Obviously, you had CMC, you had Andrew Luck come out of there. But as of right now, as currently constructed, they are not a great college football team. And USC should be dog walking Stanford. So very interesting this game is going to be. Let me know in the comment section how you guys feel about this game, what you guys think is going to transpire. Do you see USC blowing this team out, or do you see Arizona kind of hanging in the same way they did against Washington? And also, obviously, I'm not sure if they announced if Jaden Delora is going to be playing. I think if Jaden Delora doesn't play, then USC wins this game pretty handily. But I think if Jaden Delora plays, I think they have a chance to win the game. But let me know, do you think it matters if he plays? Do you think USC is just going to walk them? Do you feel like, it's just going to be an easy win for them? Or Do you think this game is going to be entertaining, a game to watch in the late window? If I'm not mistaken, this is the only game that's on at that time. Let me make sure that I'm not just saying that. So you have Oregon State and Cal at 7 Pacific time, that is, and then Arizona USC at 7:30. So really, after the Notre Dame Louisville game at 4:30, this is going to be the game to watch. In my opinion, there's no other good games that are going to be on unless we're talking about unranked matchups and your favorite team is not ranked, like my Clemson Tigers, which I don't know what time they play, but I don't think it's at that time. But yeah, it's going to be interesting, man. This is going to be a really good game to watch. Caleb Williams has already solidified himself as going to New York. I don't think there's anything that he can do to make himself not be a final, Heisman finalist. So I think he's solidified himself there. They just got to get this defense together, man, because at the end of the day, the last 6 weeks of the season, 5 weeks of the season, you're going to have some gauntlets. You're playing against some really tough offenses. And you really can't afford to drop a game, to be completely honest. So you're going to need to really lock in. Obviously, you have Notre Dame coming in a couple of weeks. I think, is it next week? Notre Dame is on the 14th. Yep. So it's in 2 weeks. So yeah, it's going to be a big game as well. Obviously, you go to Notre Dame, which is going to be a hostile environment. We saw Ohio State get the job done, but Ohio State also has a really good defense, and USC's defense has not looked great this year. But like I said, let me know in the comment section what you guys think. If you're new around here, please do us a quick favor. Like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell. We post college football content every single day. We have our live show coming this Friday, 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific. Going to be previewing Week 6 matchups. We're going to be talking about this game again. So if you're a USC fan, please do us a favor and subscribe. Check us out during that live show. It's going to be really fun. We have the Pick'em and the Discord links down below in the description. Make sure you guys join those. It's been really fun growing the channel. Big giveaway coming at 1,000 subscribers. Giving away a signed Heisman jersey. It's going to be really fun. So please join the community in the channel. We love talking football with you guys every single day. With all that being said, we will see you guys tomorrow at tomorrow's preview, where we're going to be previewing the Alabama versus A&M game. It's going to be really fun, but we look forward to seeing you guys there. Peace out.